everyone! Welcome to Tinig ng Bayan, the show where we talk about the important issues that affect our country. I'm your host, Aisley Nadine, and today we'll be talking about something very timely, the 2025 senatorial election result, and how people see them. Joining me today is a familiar voice, social researcher, and political analyst, Lay Pangilinan. Welcome back, Lay.
Hey, Aisley. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk about Filipinos reacting to the election results. It's not just about the numbers, and it also shows what kind of leaders people want.
Exactly. Let's get right into it. At the top of the list this year is Bongo, which over 27 million votes. The Chahaj win. What do you think about that play?
Bongo's victory isn't just because of a strong campaign. Many Filipinos still connect with the Duterte government. People see him as a loyal and helpful. For a lot of voters, it's important the candidate feels familiar and easy to approach.
That makes sense. Now, Bang Aquino places second, and that surprised many. He was not in the Senate for a while. How did he manage such a comeback?
Bam Aquino brings a mix of fresh energy and trusted leadership. He worked on education, jobs, and digital services before, things people care about now. His campaign also focused on a lot of social media, which helped him connect with the young people and working professionals.
Let's talk about Bato de la Rosa and Erwin Tulfo. They are both in the top 5, but some people question if they are qualified. How do voters deal with that?
This shows the power of perception. Bato is seen as someone who takes action, and Tulfo is known as a voice for the poor. Thanks to this media work, even if there are issues, people see them as strong and active. Some voters value presence and confidence more than experience or education.
Speaking of being visible, Rodante Marcoleta is now in the top 6. He was not very well known before. What helped him to win?
Social media had a big impact. Marcoleta became known during congressional hearings, where he asked tough questions and spoke badly. People saw him as a brave on the side of the public. That image stuck with the voters.
Now, let's look at those who barely made it into the top 12, like Amy Marcos and Pia Cayetano. Why do you think they just made a cut?
This could be a sign that people are getting tired of political families. Even with the money and strong networks, some voters now want new leader or different stories. It doesn't mean they're not liked, but the emotional connection may be fading.
Let's talk about media's role. How big was the influence of digital media in shaping how people saw the candidates?
It was huge. It helped new names become popular, but it also spread fake news. Viral posts and videos affected people's opinions more than the regular ads. Candidates who were good at using digital platforms had a clear advantage.
Would you say that image and popularity are now more important than actual plans and policies?
In many cases, yes, elections now focus more on stories and symbols. Of course, policies still matter, but most voters respond more to feelings. If someone seems relatable and like us, that feeling often becomes the reason to vote for them.
So now let's take a short break, but don't go away. We'll talk about the rest of the winners and the big surprise after this.
This could be the story of a few people who sit alone in a room chasing their big idea. An idea so huge, it becomes almost impossible to manage. They are ready to suffer, to make sacrifices, to undergo great stress. And at some point, they might ask, Success? Who is that even for? And then they might give up. But this story isn't about them. It's about big ideas that start as something small. A job to do, a task to complete, a meaning, a mission, a passion, a spark that is inside all of us.
And we're back. Thank you for staying with us. So, Lay, what do you think voters were looking for something new?
Definitely. I think people want leaders who listen, act fast, and focus on the real problems like jobs, education, and health.
So, how can we help people become more informed voters?
We need to better civic education and media awareness. Voters should ask themselves, why I'm voting for this person? What do I really know about them? It shouldn't just be, I saw them on TV, or they post alone online. Strong voters come from deep thinking.
Great points. This election really shows us how much the people care about who represent them. So, what does this mean for the next few years?
It means a fresh start. These new senators have a big job ahead. They must work hard, be honest, and make laws that help us all.
Last question, Lay. What's your main takeaway from this election?
The results show what we value, feel, and hope for. The real challenges is to help people choose leaders based on ideas and plans, not just popularity. Winning the seat is one thing, but helping voters understand their power is the bigger goal.
Thank you so much, Lay, for helping us understand this topic. And to all our listeners, remember, elections are not just about the winners. They about all of us, how we see leaders and how we shape our country.